Hello everyone, my name is Ruben Bressler. I decided to suit up for today's episode, and I hope you did too. Welcome to the main phase. I hope everybody out there had a good Halloween weekend. I know I sure did, because I thought my costume was hilarious. Oh, I didn't say what my costume was? Well everyone, I went as Charizard Nixon.
That's right folks, I'm your Charmander-in-Chief. I am not a fire type.
Remember everyone, vote Nixon.
Anyway, moving on to news that matters to anyone at all. The Pro Tour results are in, with a little more than 1/4 of the overall field on day one playing Zoo. The newly minted Wild Nacatl probably has something to do with this, as a 3/3 that can attack on turn 2 is nothing to scoff at. However, the second most popular deck, the most surprising, at least to me, and the most successful, putting 6 copies of the deck in the top 8, was Elves. And I'm not talking rockish, Thoughtseize, Chameleon Colossus, Charles Gindy Elves either. Nope, we're talking Bill Stark, Alan Comer, Timmy Riffick, Storm combo Elves with an exclamation point here. I didn't even know this deck was on the map, so I was quite surprised to see Glimpse of Nature and Regal Force rocking nearly 15% of the overall field, and then 75% of the top 8, including all of the semifinalists, and the eventual winner, Luis Scott Vargas. While this tournament will almost certainly be remembered as Pro Tour Elves, or possibly Pro Tour LSV, as he did end up winning the thing, I'm a little bit disappointed that it won't be remembered a little bit more for the deck that he beat in the quarterfinals, the Tezzerator. Either way, it looks like we have a good starting point at what the upcoming PTQ season is going to look like.
And it's going to look a lot like Elves.
In other news, the folks at Wizards have put up a few things worth mentioning on their equal parts aggravating and spiffy new website. Firstly, the name of the third set in the Shards of Alara trilogy has been revealed. Alara Reborn. Along with the epic tagline, the birth of one world, the death of 5. Ooh. It's a little Lord of the Rings, if you ask me. Either way, now we know what to actually call it, since referring to anything as scissors in a serious conversation is a little bit frivolous. Also, there's a little poll at one of the bottom of the pages of one of the Wizards' websites that asks you, the reader, to leave comments and questions about the Shards pre-release. This is what you wanted, folks. All you people who complained about the new pre-release format of having events divvied up between the smaller stores instead of having centrally located giant-sized pre-releases like the days of yore. Or maybe you liked the new system. After all, spreading out the pre-releases makes it easier for some folks who can't go to the big pre-releases a chance to play the game early as well. So if you want to be heard, whether you're in favor of the new system or against it, this is the place to be heard. Speaking of making yourself heard, what happened to the Magic Players Union? A few months ago, the whole professional Magic community was up in arms, thinking that the professional Magic scene was dead and buried. Just because everything's okay now doesn't mean that we still don't need a union. You know, just in case. Well, that's all for this week, folks. My name is Ruben Bressler. I'll see you around.
Remember kids, this is Charizard Nixon saying, remember to vote. My Pokemon bring all the boys to the yard, and they're like, do you want to trade cards? You're damn right. I want to trade cards. I can beat you, because I'm Charizard.